Take a slow, easy breath. Let the body settle in a way that feels gentle. Shoulders soften, jaw loosens, chest opens just a little. There is no rush here. Healing does not ask for speed, it asks for presence. This time is a safe place to let feelings move and soften. The heart has carried so much. The mind has tried hard to protect. The body has stored old stories in muscles and breath. With kindness, those stories can be eased. Place a hand over the heart. Feel the steady rhythm under the palm. Let the breath move in through the nose for a count of 4, pause for 2, and flow out for a count of 6. Do that again and again. Each time the exhale lengthens, the body receives a message. It is safe to soften. A simple truth can be spoken now. I am safe in this moment. Let those words ride the out-breath. Say them quietly or say them inside. The body understands. There may be weight in the chest or tightness in the throat. There may be a sense of fog in the head or dull ache across the back. These are not signs of failure. They are signs of a wise body that has been trying to hold too much for too long. When a friend is overwhelmed, a hug often helps more than a lecture. Offer the same to the self, a soft hug, a hand to the heart, a kind breath. It's okay to take time to heal. The simple goodness in that sentence can begin to untie knots inside. Breathe it in, let it land. Let attention move slowly through the body, not to judge, but to greet. From crown to forehead, down to eyes, cheeks, mouth, and jaw. If there is tension, meet it with a long exhale, as if offering warm air to a cool space. Move to the neck and shoulders. These places often carry old burdens. Let them drop a fraction. Feel the arms, the hands, the fingers. Feel the chest rise and fall. Feel the steady center low in the belly. Feel the hips release into the seat, the thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. Notice any place that whispers, I am tired. Notice any place that says, thank you for noticing. Each breath can be a loving hand on that place. Each exhale is a quiet message. Softening is allowed. Emotional pain often arrives with a storm of thoughts. It can say, this will never pass, or I should be stronger. There is no need to argue with those thoughts right now. They are old echoes. Offer a new voice. I am allowed to heal at my own pace. Say it with the breath. Let the body hear it. When repeated slowly, such words begin to change the chemistry inside. Muscles release. The heart feels a little more room. The stomach steadies. The support grows from within. The senses can help the body feel grounded. Look around the space. Name 3 gentle colors. Feel the surface under the feet. Notice one soft sound in the room. Take a sip of water and feel it travel into the body, cooling and comforting. These small acts send a clear signal. The signal says, this moment is steady enough for healing to begin. While that signal flows, add another simple sentence. I am willing to be kind to myself today. Let it be said like a promise made with love. Now picture the breath as a soft wave that moves through the body. Inhale brings ease in. Exhale releases what is ready to go. There is no forcing, just a rhythm, like a tide that knows how to return to shore. If a tear comes, let it come. If a sigh comes, let it come. The body knows how to release. Pain loosened with gentleness leaves space for peace, and peace invites clearer thoughts. For now, it is enough to breathe, to feel, to allow. The heart can hold this practice for a few minutes or as long as it wishes. Each breath is a small act of mercy. With each breath, I am softer and safer. Speak it kindly. Let the body receive it like warm light. From this gentler place, it becomes easier to see emotional pain not as an enemy, but as a messenger. Pain often rises when a boundary has been crossed, when a need has been ignored, or when an old story keeps replaying. Pain asks for attention, not punishment. When a muscle cramps, a gentle stretch and steady breath help more than scolding. The same is true for the heart. Emotional pain may show up as tightness in the chest, shallow breath, a heavy stomach, restless sleep, or a scattered mind. None of this means something is wrong with the core of who you are. It means the system is signaling care needed here. When that call is answered with kindness, a shift begins. The mind and body speak to each other all day long. Thoughts can quicken the pulse. Feelings can shift posture. A tender memory can bring softness to the face. A stressful story can clench the jaw. The body believes the stories it hears most often. When a harsh inner voice repeats, "Not enough," the body responds with tension and fatigue. When a caring inner voice repeats, "Safe, loved, healing," the body releases and restores. This is not a trick, it is simple biology working with simple words. The breath supports this shift. The senses support this shift. The choice of inner language supports this shift. Step by step, the whole system learns a kinder way to live. Try a slow body scan again, this time with the intention to listen. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable. Start at the top of the head. Move attention down, just noticing. Where is the breath free? Where does it feel stuck? Offer the stuck places the long exhale like a warm breeze. If a thought arises that says, "This shouldn't hurt," answer with, "It is okay to feel, and it is okay to heal." Let that answer be steady and gentle. This is how new patterns grow. It can help to name pain without turning it into identity. Say, "There is sadness here," rather than "I am sadness." Say, "There is anger here," rather than "I am angry." This small change gives space. Emotions pass through. They are not the whole of the self. The self is the sky. Emotions are clouds. Clouds move, shift, clear. The sky stays wide and open. When that view is held, the nervous system settles. Shoulders drop, breath deepens, the heart has room. Whisper, "I can witness my feelings with care." Let that be repeated softly until it feels true enough for this moment. Tension in the body often began as protection. A tight jaw tried to hold back words. A clenched belly tried to keep out fear. A raised shoulder tried to shield the heart. These strategies were once helpful. Now offer them new instructions. Say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. I am safe now. You can rest." Then inhale and exhale slowly while lightly shaking out the hands, loosening the jaw, letting the shoulders roll back and down. The body hears these messages. It responds to the tone as much as the words. Speak to it like a trusted friend. Pain also teaches about needs. Maybe the body needs rest, or warm food or water, or a quiet hour without screens, or a walk in fresh air. Maybe the heart needs a small joy, a favorite song, a gentle stretch, a moment in sunlight by a window. Each small kindness tells the body that it matters. This care changes inner chemistry as surely as new sunlight changes a room. Say, "My body listens when I speak with kindness." Breathe the truth of it into the chest and belly. Allow the idea to take root. Affirmations become powerful when linked to breath and sensation. Say them on the out-breath. Place a hand where the words should land. For safety and ease, the hand might rest on the chest. For trust and power, the hand might rest over the belly. For release, the hand might rest over the throat or jaw. As words meet breath and touch, the body feels their weight and warmth. Choose simple phrases for now. I am safe in this moment. It's okay to take time to heal. My body listens when I speak with kindness. Repeat each one 3 times, slowly. Notice any small changes, a softer jaw, a deeper breath, a lighter chest. These are signs of life turning toward healing. As the relationship between mind and body softens, a new foundation is needed: self-compassion. Many carry a habit of self-judgment. It might sound like, "You should be over this by now," or "Why can't you just move on?" That voice grew from old fear and old training. It believed harshness would create strength. It did the best it could with what it knew. Now, teach it something softer. Strength thrives in kindness. Healing blooms in warmth. The body trusts what feels safe. A gentle tone tells the whole system, "You are not in danger here. You are held. You are worthy of care." Begin with a simple daily practice. Stand near a mirror or sit with a small hand mirror. Let the shoulders drop and the breath lengthen. Look softly into the eyes looking back. No need to search for perfection. Just meet the gaze with warmth. Place a hand on the heart and speak slowly. "I am learning to be kind to myself." Pause. Let the words settle. "I treat myself with gentle respect." Pause. "Today, I give myself time and space to heal." If this feels tender or even awkward, that is normal. New kindness can feel new in the body. Stay with it. Keep the voice soft. Let the face relax. The goal is not to convince through force. The goal is to offer steady care again and again until the body trusts it. Self-compassion is practical. It guides small choices all day. When the mind starts to criticize, self-compassion says, "Softly now." When the body gets tired, self-compassion says, "Rest is wise." When emotions swell, self-compassion says, "Let's breathe and hold this together." These words may seem simple, yet they change posture, hormones, breath, and heart rate. The inner climate warms. In that climate, growth happens. The soil of the self becomes rich enough for new beliefs to take root. Try a short exercise. Close the eyes. Bring to mind a recent moment of discomfort. Keep it small so the body stays steady. Notice what arises: tightness, heat, pressure, breath changes. Without pushing anything away, place a hand where the feeling is strongest. Whisper, "May I be kind to this." Breathe in for 4, pause for 2, breathe out for 6. After a few rounds, say, "I see you. I will stay with you." Often the feeling shifts. Sometimes it grows louder before it softens, like a child who needs to be heard. Stay with it. This is self-compassion at work, staying, breathing, soothing, and allowing. Many feel that being kind to oneself is selfish. In truth, kindness to the self creates overflow. A calm, supported system is more patient, more creative, more present. It can give without burning out. It can listen without being flooded. It can say yes and no from a grounded place. Self-compassion is not self-pity. It is skilled care. It says, "This hurts, let me help," rather than, "This should not hurt, stop it." The first opens the door to healing. The second keeps the door closed. Let the breath carry a few new affirmations into the body. On the out-breath, "I am willing to be kind to myself." On the next out-breath, "I am gentle with my healing." On the next, "I offer softness to my pain." If the mind resists, smile softly. The mind is learning a new language. It may need repetition. Affirmations work best when spoken often, paired with breath and touch, and lived through small choices. Soothe the tone of inner talk as you would soothe a friend. Nurture a daily routine that fits real life. A minute of mirror practice in the morning, a 2-minute breath break at midday, a line of gratitude at night for anything that brought a moment of ease. It helps to soften the markers of pressure: a rushing morning, a cluttered space, a sharp inner schedule. Choose one small change. Perhaps wake 5 minutes earlier for a quiet breath, or keep a cup of water nearby to sip calmly, or step to a window for a few slow inhales. Each small change is a vote for gentleness. Each vote changes the inner culture of the self. Over time, the habit of criticism loses its power. Compassion becomes the default. When old habits of judgment try to take over, offer language that cares and protects. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I am teaching us a kinder way. Then breathe out slowly, let the shoulders drop, and place a hand on the heart. This pattern builds a pathway in the nervous system. With repetition, the body begins to relax at the first sign of kind words. The mind opens to new choices. The heart feels held from within. Let there be a final soft moment at the mirror or with eyes closed. Acknowledge the effort made today. Healing asks for patience, and patience is a form of love. Say slowly, I treat myself with gentle respect. Feel the truth of it for a breath or two. Then add, I am safe to move forward one soft step at a time. The step does not need to be big. It only needs to be kind. The way opens from that kindness. The body learns to trust. The heart begins to lift. And life, little by little, feels lighter and more spacious inside. Let the breath become long and smooth again. A slow inhale that fills the ribs and belly, and a steady, gentle exhale that takes its time leaving the body. The nervous system listens to rhythm more than reason. When breath slows, the body hears a message of safety. Shoulders release a notch, the stomach relaxes, the face softens. The mind often follows, like a child who settles when a loving adult hums a quiet song. Make space for that settling now. Let the tongue rest on the floor of the mouth. Unclench the teeth. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. With hands resting in the lap, allow the spine to be tall but not rigid, like a strong tree that also bends with wind. Anytime the heart feels rushed, this posture and breath become a doorway back to calm. It can help to use a simple method that steadies the senses. Quietly name 5 things that can be seen right now, even if they are very small. A ray of light, a corner of fabric, a color on the wall, the shape of a cup, the line of a book. Then name 4 things that can be felt: the chair under the thighs, the fabric against the skin, the air on the face, the firmness of the floor under the feet. Then 3 things that can be heard: the faint hum in the room, the whisper of breath, a sound from outside. Then 2 things that can be smelled, even if one is simply the scent of the room. Then 1 thing that can be tasted, perhaps a sip of water that cools the mouth. This brings attention home. The mind stops running forward and backward. The body receives a clear signal: here, now, safe enough. Let breath become even more supportive. Inhale to a gentle count of 4. Pause softly for 2. Exhale for 6, or even 7 if it feels good. The longer out-breath tells the heart to slow and the muscles to loosen. With each exhale, allow the weight of the shoulders to drop. Let the chest open by a fraction. Let the belly unclench by a fraction. Tiny shifts are powerful when they are repeated. Whisper, calm spreads through me with each breath. Say it on the out-breath 3 times. There is no pushing, only kindness and steady rhythm. Now ease tension through a short wave of progressive release. Start at the crown of the head and move down. Soften the scalp, unwrinkle the forehead, relax the eyelids and the space around the eyes. Release the cheeks. Let the jaw hang slightly and then close it gently with no force. Lengthen the back of the neck. Let the shoulders slide away from the ears. Uncoil the upper back. Soften the chest. Loosen the stomach. Unclench the hands. Soften the hips. Relax the thighs, knees, calves, ankles, toes. Breathe through this wave of softness 2 or 3 times. The body will often answer with a yawn or a sigh. That is a sign that the nervous system is switching from protect and brace to rest and restore. When the body feels safer, the heart finds it easier to release stored pain. If the mind worries that calm means being unprepared, offer a new truth. Calm is not weakness. Calm is steadiness. Calm allows clear choices and kinder words. Calm helps the body heal. Say, "My body can find its natural rhythm." Let the words gather warmth in the chest. If strong emotion rises, hold it the way gentle arms hold a tired child, firm enough to feel contained, soft enough to soothe. The breath remains the gentle anchor. Inhale 4, pause 2, exhale 6. Again, again. Many find that a rhythm of short breaks through the day protects this calm. 1 minute in the morning, 1 minute midday, 1 minute at night. In those minutes, let the jaw unclench and the stomach release. Take 3 slow breaths. Place a hand on the heart and say, "Softly now." If the day has been heavy, add, "I am safe to slow down." A peaceful nervous system turns down the volume on pain and makes space for insight. The mind begins to hear the quiet messages the heart has been sending. The body trusts that it is being cared for. In that trust, healing accelerates in its own natural way. From this steadier ground, it is easier to look at the thoughts that swirl around pain. Thoughts can be like seeds. When the same seed is planted again and again, a whole field grows. If the seed is harsh, tension grows. If the seed is kind, ease grows. It does not mean that kind thoughts will erase every hurt. It means the inner climate becomes friendlier to healing. Begin with gentle curiosity. No scolding, no fight. Simply notice what the mind is saying when the heart aches. Often it sounds like, "This always happens," or "I will never be okay," or "It was all my fault," or "I should be over this." These are old, tired sentences. They tried to make sense of pain. Now invite new words that support growth. Pick up a journal or a simple sheet of paper. Let the hand write without worrying about perfection. Ask 3 soft questions. First, what hurts most right now? Write for a few minutes. If the hand stops, breathe and write, "I am willing to hear myself." Next, what do I need to hear today? Maybe it is, "I am safe," or "This can heal," or "I am loved," or "It was not my fault," or "One step at a time is enough." Write the words exactly as the heart wants them. Then ask, what belief can soften by 1 degree? Not a huge jump, only a small softening. If a thought says, "I am broken," soften to, "I feel broken right now, and I am learning to heal." If a thought says, "I will never trust," soften to, "Trust is hard right now, and I am open to tiny moments of safety." If a thought says, "It is too late," soften to, "Healing has its own timing, and I am willing to begin again today." Read the softer statements out loud. Speak slowly. Let the body sense the difference. Harsh thoughts tighten the jaw, round the shoulders, and hold the breath. Kinder thoughts release the jaw, lift the heart, and lengthen the breath. This is the mind-body connection at work. It is not a trick. It is simple, steady retraining. The body hears the tone of the words. It responds. With practice, the new tone becomes the usual tone. The nervous system rests more often. Emotions pass through more easily. The heart feels less alone. A small practice can help whenever the mind starts to spiral. Call it the 1 degree turn. When a painful thought appears, ask, "What is the 1 degree kinder version of this thought?" Write it down. Put a hand on the heart and say it on an out-breath. Add a simple phrase that roots it. "New supportive thoughts take root in me." Repeat that line 3 times with slow breaths. Over days and weeks, the 1 degree turns add up. A whole direction changes without shock, without force. This is gentle power. Another practice. Name the pattern without shaming the self. This is the worry story. This is the blame story. This is the never enough story. Naming creates space. Space lets choice enter. After naming, offer a caring alternative. I choose the caring story. I choose the steady story. I choose the healing story. Speak it in a calm tone. The body learns to follow that tone. The heart learns to reach for it when pain rises. Many are surprised to see how much relief comes from a single breath paired with a single kind sentence. These gentle thought practices are not about pretending everything is fine. They are about telling the truth in a way that heals. This hurts, and I am learning to care for myself. This was hard, and I am strong enough to try again. This is heavy, and I am allowed to rest. Such statements respect the pain and honor the healer within. They open a door to the next layer of release, one of the softest, bravest steps: forgiveness. Forgiveness is not saying that harm was okay. It is not saying that anyone was right to cause pain. Forgiveness is a choice to stop carrying the weight that belongs to the past. It is a way to give freedom to the heart and relief to the body. It is a gift to the self. Many feel resistance here, and that is natural. The self wants to be safe. It fears that letting go will invite more harm. Offer another truth. Clear boundaries and forgiveness walk together. A heart can release old weight and still protect its peace. A heart can choose calm and still choose wise limits. Forgiveness is inner housekeeping. It takes the heavy stones out of the backpack so the journey ahead is kinder. Begin with self-forgiveness, because self-blame often sits under many layers of pain. Place a hand over the heart. Breathe in for 4. Pause. Breathe out for 6. Whisper, I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. Let that line touch every age, every moment of confusion, every time survival was chosen over clarity. Whisper, I forgive myself for the ways I tried to cope. Let that include the messy human ways we numb and hide when the heart is hurting. Whisper, I free myself from carrying this burden. Notice any loosening in the breath, any warmth in the chest, any softening in the stomach. These are signs that the body is hearing the release. A small ritual can help the mind accept what the heart is offering. Take a piece of paper and write a simple note of release. I release the weight this memory placed on my body and heart. Add a word or two about the feeling: fear, shame, anger, grief. Fold the paper with care. Breathe with it for a minute, thanking the lessons that were learned. Then choose a way to complete the ritual. The paper can be torn and thrown away. It can be placed under a stone in a safe place, with the intention that the earth holds what the heart no longer needs. It can be burned carefully in a safe container, watching the smoke rise and the ash fall, saying softly, I choose peace. The body often responds to such gestures with a deep exhale, a long yawn, or quiet tears. Let them come. Release is working. Forgiveness toward others can be explored when the body feels steady. If the heart feels shaky, return to breath, grounding, and self-kindness first. When ready, try this gentle language. I release the hold this story has had on my peace. I choose to protect my heart with wise boundaries, and I choose to free my body from old tension. I do not approve of what hurt me. I choose not to carry it anymore. Say it slowly. The words are for the body and the nervous system more than anyone else. They free energy that has been locked in old loops. They return that energy to healing, creating, loving, and resting. Sometimes forgiveness happens in layers. A wave of peace comes, then another wave of hurt rises later. This is normal. Think of it as cleaning a room. Dust is cleared from the surface first, then from corners, then from hidden shelves. Each pass makes the space easier to live in. Patience is not delay, patience is trust. When another wave comes, greet it with the same ritual. Write a line, breathe, release, say, I am willing to forgive even if it takes time. Let the body rest after each round. Drink water, step outside for fresh air if that is possible. Place a warm hand on the heart or the belly and feel the simple goodness of caring for the self. There can be a fear that forgiveness will erase what was learned. In truth, forgiveness protects the lessons by reducing the pain that distorts them. The lesson becomes clear and simple, like a polished stone that can be held without cutting the hand. The body does not need to brace so hard. The mind does not need to replay the story to stay safe. Boundaries become easier because they rise from clarity instead of fear. The voice becomes calmer and firmer. Choices feel cleaner. The heart feels lighter. End this part of the practice with a few soft affirmations, letting each one ride the long, steady out-breath. I free myself from this burden. I choose peace for my body and my mind. I forgive myself for the ways I didn't know better. I release what is not mine to carry. Speak them 3 times each, slowly. If the mind argues, meet it with kindness. The mind is learning a new way. It will catch up. The body leads with breath and gentle ritual. The heart leads with patience and tenderness. When the breath is slow and the tone is loving, pain loosens its grip. The nervous system calms, thoughts soften, and forgiveness opens space. These are not theories. They are practices that reshape the inner life. They can fit into real days, 1 minute at a time, 1 degree at a time, 1 small ritual at a time. As this soft, steady work continues, a deeper strength rises, a quiet strength that does not need to push, a wise strength that protects peace, and a loving strength that keeps choosing healing from within. Let a soft warmth gather at the center of the chest. Place a gentle palm there and notice the steady rhythm under the hand. Breathing can flow in through the nose and out through the mouth, easy and unforced. With each exhale, let the space around the heart feel wider, like a window opening to fresh air. In this space, gratitude can take root. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain. Gratitude is a doorway that lets light enter even when the sky is cloudy. It can be as simple as the feel of warm water on the skin, a quiet moment between tasks, the taste of a favorite tea, the sight of green leaves moving in the wind. Let one small comfort be named in the mind. Let breath move toward it. Notice how the chest softens when appreciation rises. This simple shift signals safety to the whole nervous system. Shoulders loosen, the jaw eases, the stomach releases a bit. Gratitude brings the body into a kinder rhythm. Heart-focused breathing deepens this effect. Place attention at the center of the chest. Inhale as if breath is moving in and out through that center. Count a calm 4 in, a gentle pause of 2, and a slow 6 out. On the out-breath, gather a feeling of thanks for one tiny thing that is real right now. A steady floor, the softness of fabric, a kind memory, the quiet support of breath. It does not have to be grand. The heart answers to sincerity more than size. With each long exhale, appreciation travels through the body like warm light through cool water. Repeat this for a few rounds, letting appreciation settle into muscle and bone. Gratitude becomes stronger when written. Take a page and write 3 lines each day. Keep them small and honest. Warm sun on the face. A clean glass of water. A few minutes of silence. When the mind says that small things do not count, offer a new truth. Small things feed the heart often, and often is how hearts heal. The act of writing creates a physical path between thought and body. The hand moves, the eyes trace the words, the breath slows. The nervous system reads this as safety. Over time, the brain begins to look for more of what soothes rather than more of what hurts. Let there be a simple practice for hard moments. Pause, hand to heart, one slow in breath, one long out breath, then speak softly. There is goodness in this moment. Search for one shred of comfort and let it be enough. If the mind resists, keep the breath steady and say, I am open to gentle goodness. This is not denial. This is nourishment. Pain can be met with both truth and tenderness. Gratitude is the tenderness that steadies truth so it can be held without crushing the heart. Notice how gratitude changes the body's posture. A grateful breath lifts the chest. A grateful thought smooths the forehead. A grateful word softens the mouth. Posture feeds mood, and mood feeds posture. When gratitude leads, the loop becomes kinder. Pain still visits, yet it finds a softer landing. The heart grows resilient, not by force, but by daily, ordinary care. Let a few affirmations ride the out-breath now. Gratitude lights a warm glow within. My heart welcomes small joys. Ease grows where I place gentle attention. Speak them with care, not pressure. The body listens to tone. Let the tone be loving. From here, daily micro-practices can carry healing into real life. Small steps practiced often are more powerful than big steps done rarely. Choose a simple morning rhythm that fits into a few minutes. Before the phone, before the rush, sit on the edge of the bed or by a window. Place a hand on the heart. Breathe in for 4. Pause. Breathe out for 6. Whisper, a kind day begins inside. Drink a glass of water as a quiet blessing for the body. Offer one gentle sentence in the mirror. I will be good to myself today. Let the face be soft, the eyes kind. This minute sets the tone of the day like a tuning note before a song. Midday brings its own needs. Set a soft reminder that does not startle. When it sounds, pause for 60 seconds. Unclench the jaw. Drop the shoulders. Take 3 slow breaths. Name one thing done with care so far, even if it seems small. I stood up to stretch. I answered one message with patience. I took a sip of water. This practice keeps the nervous system from drifting into constant high alert. Small rests prevent big crashes. Healing loves rhythm. Breathe, move, pause, nourish, rest. Evening is for winding down and closing the day with tenderness. Lower the lights a little earlier. Let screens dim or step away from them if that is possible. Sit quietly with a cup of warm tea or water. Place hands on the belly and breathe low and slow. Write one line of gratitude and one line of release in a notebook. Thank you for, and I release. This clears the path for sleep. Sleep is medicine the body knows how to use. If sleep feels hard, keep the ritual gentle and repeatable. A calm body learns to trust patterns that show up every night with kindness and without strain. Micro practices reach beyond breath and writing. Nature is a steady helper. A few minutes with bare feet on the floor, a hand on a plant, or a glance at the sky all remind the body of a bigger rhythm than worry. Music can settle the heart. A simple song that brings softness. Touch supports calm. A warm hand on the chest or belly, a gentle self-massage of the jaw and temples, a slow stretch for the hips and back. Water helps release stress chemicals. A shower that lasts an extra minute can be a small ceremony of washing the day away. These are not luxuries. They are parts of a kind life. Make a short list called My 3 Anchors. 1 anchor for morning, 1 for midday, 1 for night. Keep them light and easy. Morning, a glass of water with a soft sentence of support. Midday, 3 calm breaths with shoulders dropping. Night, 1 gratitude line and 1 release line. Let the list live where it is seen, on a phone lock screen, a sticky note, or a card on a table. Each time an anchor is practiced, say softly, small steps carry me forward. This seeds resilience. the body begins to expect kindness and organize itself around that expectation. There is power in tracking gentle wins. Draw 7 little circles on a page for the week. Each time an anchor is done, fill a circle. Not for perfection, not for pressure, simply for witnessing. The nervous system loves proof that care is real. Seeing the circles fill becomes a quiet reminder that healing is underway. If a day is missed, begin again without scolding. Starting again is progress. Forgiveness and consistency are teammates in this journey. To keep healing safe, boundaries become necessary. Think of a boundary as a loving fence around a garden. It keeps out what harms and lets in what helps. It does not punish, it protects. Begin with an energy list. On one side, write what adds peace. Slow morning breath, a tidy corner, clear communication, nourishing food, breaks, sunlight, gentle music, supportive words. On the other side, write what drains peace, rushing, skipping meals, too much screen time, harsh inner talk, clutter, saying yes when there is no energy to give, lack of rest. Choose one small change from each side. Add one peace builder this week and reduce one peace drain by even 10%. Tiny changes change the whole system when they are steady. Boundaries are language as much as action. Practice a few phrases that feel kind and firm. I am not available for that right now. That does not work for me. I will think about it and let you know. I can offer this much, not more. These sentences are keys that lock the door gently without slamming it. Speak them with a calm breath and an even tone. The body will shake the first few times. That is natural. Place a hand on the heart, breathe long, and say, "My peace matters." Repeat until the body believes it. Time boundaries protect the nervous system. Create small containers for tasks instead of letting them spill into every hour. Set a soft timer for focus and a second soft timer for rest. In focus time, breathe and work with care. In rest time, step away and let the mind wander or the body stretch. This rhythm supports clarity and keeps the inner climate balanced. Attention is a precious resource. Boundaries help it replenish. Digital boundaries are a modern form of self-care. Turn off non-essential alerts. Choose a few times a day to check messages. Keep the phone away from the bed if that is possible. Let the first moments of morning belong to breath, water, and a kind word before screens begin to speak. Let the last moments of night belong to gratitude and release. The nervous system becomes quieter when it is not startled all day by pings and flashes. Food and movement can hold boundaries too. Feed the body steadily. Simple, warm meals can calm an anxious stomach. Keep water nearby. Move in ways that feel kind. A short walk, a few stretches, a bit of sway to a soft song. Do not wait for large bursts of energy. Let movement be gentle and regular. This tells the body that it is being cared for. A cared-for body makes calmer choices. When saying yes and no, use a small check-in. Pause. Breathe in for 4, out for 6. Ask, does this choice add peace or drain peace? Trust the first honest answer. If it adds peace, explore how to make space for it with ease. If it drains peace, practice a kind no or a smaller yes. Over time, choices become cleaner. The heart does not have to shout. The body does not have to brace. Life begins to match inner values. Let a few boundary affirmations support this shift. On the out-breath, peaceful choices are available to me. On the next out-breath, I honor my limits with kindness. On the next, I am allowed to protect my energy. Speak them slowly and watch how posture changes, spine a little taller, shoulders a little lower, gaze a little steadier. The body learns the shape of self-respect and begins to hold it more often. Now gather all these threads, gratitude, steady breath, gentle thoughts, forgiveness, micro practices, and loving boundaries into a simple path forward. Healing from within is a relationship with the self. It is built one kind breath at a time, one soft thought at a time, one small action at a time. Some days will feel open and bright. Some days will feel heavy and slow. Both belong. What matters is the return to breath, return to kindness, return to the small steps that rebuild trust inside. Place a hand on the heart and another on the belly. Let 3 slow breaths pass through both hands. Say softly, healing unfolds in layers. Let another breath come and go. Say, I am gentle with myself as I grow. Another breath. Small steps lead me where I wish to go. There is no need to rush. The heart opens in its own steady rhythm when it feels safe. Safety grows from the way the self is treated. Speak to the self as a loving guide would speak, clear, warm, patient, and respectful. Choose one practice for today, not 10. It could be a morning glass of water with a kind sentence. It could be a midday breath with shoulders dropping. It could be an evening line of gratitude and an evening line of release. Let that one practice be a promise. Keep it with tenderness. If it is missed, begin again without blame. Beginning again is an act of strength. The body trusts what is done with love. Let the mind know the new rules it can lean on. Care over criticism, consistency over intensity, softness that still protects, truth told in gentle words, boundaries that guard the heart's peace. These rules are not heavy. They are like the grain of wood. Follow them and the hand glides smooth. Go against them and the hand splinters. Following them brings ease and steadiness. Over weeks and months, they shape a life that feels friendly from the inside. Pain may visit again, as it does in any real life. When it does, the path is already set. Breathe long and slow. Place a hand on the heart. Offer a kind sentence. Write a line of gratitude and a line of release. Choose one boundary that protects peace. Trust that the body remembers how to return to calm. Trust that the heart knows how to open without breaking. Trust that small steps are enough. There is a gentle verdict here. If such a word can be warm, healing is possible because love is teachable and the self can learn. The lessons are simple and repeatable. Breathe with care. Speak with kindness, choose with respect, practice in tiny ways, and let those tiny ways multiply. The inner world becomes a place where calm shows up more often, where pain is met with tenderness, and where hope is not a stranger. Before closing, let these affirmations travel on long, quiet exhales. Gratitude lights a warm glow within. Calm spreads through me with each breath. New supportive thoughts take root in me. I free myself from this burden. Peaceful choices are available to me. I am gentle with my healing. Small steps carry me forward each day. Speak each one 3 times, slowly, as if planting seeds in soft soil. Rest in the silence that follows. Let the palms face upward for a moment, a sign of being open to inner support. Feel the steady ground under the feet and the steady breath inside the chest. A kinder life is already taking shape. The path is here, inside, made of small, loving choices. Take the next soft step now, and then the next, and let the heart lead the way home.